Hello guys, so it looks like my wishes were not granted. I did post yesterday that I just hope that no one dies of this snowfall that's happening out on the roads and people getting stuck on the roads, especially on the N3 headed to the KZN side. I did post that, hey, I just hope that no one dies of this thing because there are a lot of cars on the roads, different roads actually, especially on the highways leading to the Eastern Cape, to KZN, to Mpumalanga, Free State. There were a lot of cars on those highways, and I prayed that no one dies or no one is a victim of this snowfall. It looks like my wishes were not granted because now we are hearing reports that former Igagasi FM radio DJ, I think she's now with Josie FM, Ntuli, she's now hospitalized with hypothermia. She was stuck on the road as well for 2 nights with no blankets and food and other necessities. One of the people that were traveling with her has already come out to say it looks like she's in a very bad health in hospital. They were headed to the KZN site for a funeral and they got stuck on the road because of the snowfall and all the traffic that was happening. You guys saw all the pictures of the snowfall and the cars that were stuck on the N3 road headed to KZN side, and it was chaos. So Ntuli was out there talking, being loud, and people were criticizing her for trying to seek attention, trying to do content with this snowfall and all, people getting stuck. But the guy who was traveling with her has come out to say, hey, they got out of their car. There is actually a clip of the guy opening their window of the car, trying to check other cars if people are okay on the other side.
Everyone over there! Open the window so that I can see you still alive!
You still alive?
Yes.
Okay, neighbor.
And they took it a step further by going outside of their car to inspect other people on the road that were also stuck. So they went from car to car, checking other people. Remember, this is a snowfall time. It's cold, it's probably even breezy, and they're out there checking other people. It's cold, guys. Yeah, so they went out there to check other people, but as they went back to their cars, they realized that Ntuli looks like she's in another bad condition. She's now admitted in hospital with hypothermia.
Masiphuma ke siya emotweni zabantu siba check ukuthi ke ngabe ke bayaphila yini, samba ngeenyawo ngazi icathula kodwa kufanele ukuthi masuhambe ice ziyafreeza, samba naye ke upheni silekelela abantu. Kukhona nanamasulumane ke lapha out wona yazi ke lento etshela abantu ukuthi no abangene emotweni. Masiphuma ke samba sicheck abantu ukuthi bayaphila yini, njengoba kade nibona uphenambe check abantu ukuthi ngabe bayaphila yini. I think that is where amakhaza emngene kakhulu lapho. Nakhona futhi amakhaza angengeni semthamo, ugule semthamo ayangena nje ahlale ngaphakathi, yabo. Saphinda lapho kwaphoqeleka ukuthi ke make yoshona ilanga indlala iyasho, basitshela ukuthi ke abantu bakhona ngakuleya ndawo. Kukhona ukudla la kuthola la kuthengwa khona. Ukusuka lapho sikhona amahamba ngenyawo almost 2 hours, yabo. Ngahamba ngofuna ukudla. Mangifuna ukudla ngimfonela isendleleni uthi hey njami ngiyakuthola ukudla ngihlangabeza. Mengihlangabeza uyaqhamuka excited futhi nakhona. Kanti la akazogula khona uyamakhaza azombamba khona. Then intatha lasibone khona ngathi kuyavuleleka kuyaqala ukuhamba. Njengoba sibonile ubaba umhleli besuka ko Bigville bezanene baze bofika nangakhona la sikhona. Masamba ke sehla ke bese simfakile ke emotweni alaleka short hayi no uyagodola. Kunganakwa ke ngoba neheater ikhona akunankingi, angene kalale ngemuva ku heater sivulela iheater. Hayi masifika ke lokhuzaneni egarage, hayi no umuntu uthule ubanda ngalendlela ke isimanga. La sibone khona ukuthi no lento serious sizame ukumnikeza ke icoffee, thola ukuthi hayi no ubanda lokho ngempela. Sabe sesimphuthumisha ke ekhaya kuma wakhe kwazi ukuthi because nathi ayikho into bese sizoyenza mase sekuthi kodwa ke phela uyaphila ukuthi nje ugodolwe kakhulu. so rama-rumors akhona athi ushonile hayi asazi awekho bafethu kodwa yena uyaphila. It's just that ugodolile and akekho right.
Yeah, and 2 other people died. They were also stuck on the N3 out there in the KZN Midlands. So it is a bad story, guys. It looks like now we are victims of this snowfall. But what is hypothermia?
Temperature less than 35 degrees Celsius can lead to hypothermia. Hypothermia leads to slowing down of biological functions. As body's core temperature drops, you start feeling sicker. If it further drops to 33 degrees Celsius, the brain function is affected. Core temperature of 28 degrees Celsius can lead to fainting. And if it further falls to 21 degrees Celsius, the body can reach the state of severe hypothermia, leading to death. How much the body temperature will fall depends upon the body's composition, outside temperature, environment, and clothing. Wet clothes, cold winds, and water will cause faster heat loss. So what can you do to stay safe? Wear warm clothes, go for layers, keep yourself covered, eat heat-producing foods.
But with all the challenges and everything, people came out there to try to offer some help. But hey, it wasn't enough, eh?
Guys, hayi kunzima, usizo siyalidinga but kubukeka kungelile ukuthi silithole njengamanje. Right now sengihambe almost 1 hour ngeshinyawo, ngihambe listi la uhamba khona wonke umuntu just ukuthi siyothola usizo. Listi mangase sithole amanzi. It's been 16 hours on the road. Makhaza umuntu akadlile akaphuzile amanzi ngakubona ukudla, at least amanzi akunasizo likhona. But siku N3 Johannesburg to Durban, umbuzo uthi kanti why are we paying a lot of money ama e-toll coming down to Durban? Uma behlula kanje ukukhipha at least ibhanoyi ezoletha amanzi sikwazi ukuthi abantu bephuze. Manganivezele la ngiphuma khona izingane ezincane, abantu abaningi bathwele izingane, izikole zivaliwe, badilika bayeThekwini, asinasizo. Izingane ziyafa amakhasi, sizophuma isidumbu not futhi isidumbu izidumbu uma ukuthi abayisukumeli lento ama leaders ethu. We are stuck. Sengihambe almost an hour and 30 something minutes, I don't know. Alokhu usizo. Yabo? Kuhle. La ngikhona is between Montrose and yini Fanrian. Mawushona phansi lapha emajikeni. But kasazi. Let's trust God.
According to me, I just feel like this is what South Africa needs, or this is what the SANRAL or the roads transport services needs. We need this kind of trucks, guys. But I expected a lot from the GNU government and also the MK, because MK is a majority party in the KZN area. But yeah, the mayor did come out there, mayor of the Escort municipality did come out there to offer some hot meals to some people that were also stuck. Yeah, the good news is that we are hearing that the N3 is now open for traffic, but the road is wet because the ice has been melting. So if you're driving on the N3, just be careful because the road must be wet after the ice has melted. I think the government failed in terms of blocking the roads on time. I understand that people did not listen or watch the weather before traveling. They didn't hit the issue of the weather, and they just got caught, got stuck, and unexpectedly they were like, oh, what's happening? Because Ntuli also talked about a lady who was pregnant, who was traveling alone and was stuck in a car on an N3 in a very cold conditions, very hard conditions, without warm clothes, without blankets, without anything to keep her warm. So this was a very dire situation which needed the government. I don't know how they were going to intervene, but government needed to do something. but it looks like they didn't do enough. But I feel like the roads should have been closed on time, especially from this side of Gauteng, because that's where many people were traveling out of the Gauteng on that weekend to go to different areas. Because Ntuli, for example, she was traveling to a funeral. I know she comes from Umlazi, but she was traveling to the KZN side to attend a relative's funeral.